Hello, my Nollywood movie fans. All I could say is, what serves you right? I'm talking about the movie To Be Better or Bitter, and it's starring Sonia Uche, Maurice Sam, and Pamela Okoye. Okay, so the movie opens up with Innocent, played by Maurice. And as he wakes up, he's surprised by his wife, Chioma, played by Sonia, and his daughter, Amanda. It's his birthday, and there's nothing but joy and love in the house. So Innocent is then sent off to work, and Chioma tells him he should be home by 8 p.m. because Amanda wants them to eat dinner together. You see, she wants a special dinner with fried rice and chicken, and he promises that he will be there. Now, when Innocent gets off from work, he makes a phone call and he says that he's on his way and he sends his love. Well, my people, he wasn't on the phone with Chioma and Amanda, but Sonia, played by Pamela, and she's his side piece? Well, needless to say, Chioma and Amanda waited for him, and he never showed up because guess what? He slept with Sonia until 1 a.m. Then he rushes home and makes up an excuse as to why he didn't show. Now, he does try to make it up in the next morning by making a special breakfast, and Amanda is overjoyed. But Chioma, she puts on a brave face, but she is not impressed. So one morning, Innocent is going out and he gets a phone call from Sonny the mechanic. And we soon realize that this is code name for Sonia, and she's calling because she wants to see him. Well, he does make arrangements for them to meet later that night while he's hanging out with his boys. And then I mentioned, he always ends the calls with, "I love you." And after he hangs out with Sonia, he then comes home with gifts to say, "I'm sorry" to Chioma. And you know what? She does forgive him because let's face it, who can resist that smile? Now, getting back to Sonia. It's clear that she's very jealous of Chioma and she wants her out of the way so that she could have Innocent all to herself. And my people, she puts a plan into action to achieve that. I mean, she's very demanding of Innocent's time. And no matter how many times he tells her, "Stop calling early in the morning," she continues and then makes up a lame excuse as to why she had to call. You know, Chioma does have a close friend, Uche, and she's married to Innocent's friend, Tunde. And the two of them confide in each other, and Uche is constantly having to deal with health issues because Tunde sleeps with so many different women. And you know what? She's finally decided she will no longer be sleeping with Tunde. Meantime, Innocent and Sonia continue to have their affair behind Chioma's back to the point when there was a very important award presentation that Amanda will be getting honored. And Innocent was to give a speech about how proud he is of his daughter. Well, my people, Innocent was so busy partying and getting drunk with Sonia and his boys that he slept with Sonia and never showed up for the ceremony. He tried to apologize, but Chioma wasn't trying to hear it. She's giving him the silent treatment. And Innocent actually tries to make Chioma feel bad for feeling upset for what he did to their daughter. Well, everything came to a head when Sonia called Innocent while he was asleep, and Chioma answered the phone. And Sonia tells Chioma that she's pregnant. Innocent was furious at first, but don't you know, he agreed to take full responsibility and told Chioma that he will take Sonia as his second wife. Now, people, I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed. This was too much for Chioma. And when she protested, Innocent blamed the whole predicament on her. I mean, he took no accountability whatsoever. And to make matters worse, Once Chioma decided that she wanted out of the situation and she took Amanda and left the house, Innocent moved Sonia in. Sonia was overjoyed, and at last her man was all hers. She wasted no time removing the pictures of Amanda and Chioma either. Well, the party didn't last long because Innocent was still being innocent and out on the town with his boys and other women. Soon Sonia realized he wasn't going to change for her, and when she complained to Innocent, he told her if she didn't behave, he would throw her and the baby out the house. You see, Sonia thought that because she was pregnant and living with him, that Innocent will be committed to her and only her. Well, my people, that there was nothing but war going on between Sonia and Innocent. And Innocent soon realized he made a mistake. Well, one night, Sonia really poured out the kind gestures. She fixed nice dinner and apologized for being such a nag. And just as they were going to make a toast to each other, Innocent receives a phone call from Amanda. And when he returned, he finds Sonia on the floor. Well, my people, long story short, she tried to poison both herself and Innocent. Well, she didn't die, but unfortunately, her baby did. My people, this movie had me glued to the TV screen. And as for how it all ends, I'll tell you this. Innocent was so desperate to get Chioma and Amanda back that he even created a social media page dedicated to how men should value good women in their lives. Chioma did some healing, and she needed to because guess what? She herself was pregnant. And as for Tunde, well, he finally reaped what his actions sowed because he was diagnosed with HIV. This movie was a banger, and you should definitely watch it if you haven't done so already. You can watch this movie right here on YouTube at Uchina Umbonambo TV. You know, when it comes to Uchina Umbonambo, 9 times out of 10, he's going to bring us a banger. So anyway, please like, subscribe, share, and guess what? Check out some of my other reviews right here on my channel. And remember, get your Nollywood on. Bye for now.